Rich, thank you very much, and welcome everyone. Super Tuesday continues right here. We are in Knoxville, Tennessee, the Food City Center. Texas and Tennessee. Volunteers and Longhorns each lose their opener. In conference, you have to protect your home turf. West Virginia just did. Jimmy Dykes, should be a good one here again.
Yeah, it should. You look at Tennessee right now, Ravi. They come in after the loss at Arkansas. You and I were there Saturday. In the last couple of days, Rick Barnes has said, it's time to draw a line in the sand and get back to the Tennessee DNA, which is the hardest playing, most physical team. They will be challenged tonight by a very good offensive team in the Texas Longhorns.
All right, we'll focus on number 8, Texas, the big guy, Vocatitis, who just won that tip, 7 feet, and he is averaging almost 20 a game over his last 3. That ball deflected away by Felix Okpara. Jordan Pope launches, and that one is an air ball. And the rebound goes to the freshman, Dwayne Brown. Take a look at the Tennessee lineup. Gillespie with the ball is the leading scorer. Nate Ament is the spectacular freshman, the highest rated freshman and recruit they've ever had. He just had a turnover, and that led to a layup that was missed off the back iron by Dalen Swain. Brown to the hole.
We know this about Dwayne Brown. He's all about effort. Freshman gets the start tonight. And he brings a ruggedness and a toughness and a physicality that Rick Barnes is desperately searching for in his team right now.
Well, I focus on number 3 in the middle of that lineup. Dalen Swain off a game in which he had 34 points, 14 rebounds. Nice touch for the 7-footer after absorbing the body blow.
I'm a big fan of Vocatitis. He's all of 7 feet and 250, and he comes for a fight, and then the basketball game breaks out. But he is a load, talking about 8 in burnt orange.
That is a throw away by Ament. So Ament, a couple of turnovers early in this game.
Well, Tennessee right now, this is the team that's trying to find their identity, but it all starts with Tennessee's ability to hammer that ball around the rim, Ravi. In the half-quarter transition, that is point 1, 2, and 3 for Tennessee coming in.
Mentioned how highly recruited Ament was. It has certainly been a struggle for him early this season and early in this game as well. As Vocatitis and Okpara locked up, that's going to be a foul on the Volunteer center.
So, Ravi, think about Vocatitis right there. He leads all of college basketball, Division I, drawing over 10 fouls per game. He's either getting fouled or he's fouling himself. He's a high-contact guy.
Missed some time with a sprained ankle. Agitated a lot of Duke fans with his physical play in their game earlier this season. Double team in the corner. Swain get it picked away. Bishop Boswell running. Nate Ament through contact, lays it in off the window.
Yeah, one of the more physical finishes we've seen from Nate Ament this year. A really good aggressive push by Bishop Boswell.
Yeah, mighty good shooter. 5 in burnt orange. Titus has it, hard to the hole, denied by Ament. And once again, he goes hard to the basket and will pick up a foul and shoot 2.
But we talked about it Saturday. You don't have to be physical, but you have to play physical. And Nate Ament is starting to learn that. I love the downhill push by Bishop Boswell, but man, right into the chest by Nate Ament, really well done. And then watch the very next possession. Boy, that's 2 long-arm dudes right there in front of the rim, Okpara and Nate Ament. And Tennessee, they're just outside the top 10 right now, Ravi. Defensive efficiency, they live inside the top 5 the last 5 years. That's where they have to get back to being and find their identity.
One of the issues for Rick Barnes' team so far this season has been free throw shooting. And in particular, Ament in the last game that the Volunteers played, just 5 of 11. And he made his first one, and the crowd recognized the significance of free throws being made. Knocked them both down.
It's interesting because they were a very good free throw shooting team during the month of November, but December and January, the past 6, they have bottomed out. Empty points left on the floor because of it.
A good start for Ament. He's got 4, and you're waiting for that breakout game. Tremont Mark penetrates. That's another rip here. Gillespie, 1-on-2. Mark already has a foul. He will not attempt to pick up another.
Why did Gillespie get the foul, or get the turnover? He set hard in that gap, and he attacked the ball with 2 hands, not a one-handed reach.
Texas, and there's another loose ball out of bounds off Tennessee, but very aggressive defense for the Vols.
Yeah, watch this heavy gap help, right? Boom, right there, just reaching in, multiple guys attacking that basketball. The one thing about Texas, Ravi, they play a lot of one-on-one basketball. They have a low assist rate. You've got to guard yours tonight if you're Rick Barnes and the Tennessee Volunteers.
6-0 run, a couple of turnovers have contributed to that for Tennessee. Heidi will fire up a long one and find the net.
He's got a stroke, does he not?
Sure does.
37 of his 52 shots on the year from three. Only 6 free throw attempts. Make him bounce it.
Shooting over 50% is Heidi. Long shot, long rebound. And turnover that's deflected out of bounds off the fingers of Gillespie.
Sean Miller told his guys today, the first 8 minutes of this game, it's all about hard cuts, hard passes, everything done with force. Anything soft, lackadaisical, it will get punished. And that's always the challenge when you bite off a piece of Tennessee.
A lot of success with Xavier in Arizona. Thought he'd be in Arizona at Xavier for a long time, and then his Texas job opened up, and he couldn't pass it up. Swain, difficult move, and he got caught up in no man's land. Another turnover for Texas.
Well, when you have more turnovers than shot attempts to start a game, that is not good news.
Ament goes to the bench. Carey is in, so is J.P. Estrella as Okpara takes a break.
Ravi, back to Sean Miller. You know, the year that he set out from coaching, he worked for the Field of 68. And talking to him today, he said, I really rediscovered my joy for the game, my joy being around young people. He spent a lot of time studying different offenses. He has a great passion for how Gonzaga plays the way, so he's a different offensive coach now than he was before he took that year off. And there's just a real joy about him now on that sidelines that I didn't see before that.
A lot easier to do your job when you're joyful. Estrella
no
threw
doubt.
one up, got his own rebound, and that didn't work. Great bounce pass there from Mark. Just a terrific look, but another layup missed. That is Luisa Traore, and he missed a bunny. Gillespie will get it and go to the line.
What a screen off by the air carrier, Jalen Carey. As that ball's being brought up the floor by Gillespie. Watch Carey on the inside. He's going to get a steal right here. That's a big-time steal assist by Jalen Carey. Chalk it up. Well done. Steal him off, open the road, drive the highway. Gillespie with an easy 2.
Whether it's care before or after school, or sitter for date night, you don't have to hire just anyone. You can find a background-checked caregiver who's the right fit for you. Join now and find care at care.com.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
So many in-network doctors on ZocDoc.
Mom, we need you to focus. Can Abby come over for a play date?
Dr. Anderson had me back at home in no time. Nope.
Mom, stay with me. We need snacks. And liquid stat. I left my water bottle at school.
Really? Dr. Giselle is comforting and didn't rush me. And he can see me today. Booked.
We're losing her.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.
Hey, John Hamm.
Hey, Gare Bear.
You still coming to my dog's birthday party?
I would, but I have to sell my car.
We'll just sell it to Carvana.
Carvana, huh?
Great offers, 100% online. They'll pick it up. You told me about Carvana.
Did I?
And isn't that your car?
I mean, that could be anybody's car. Okay, fine, I sold it to Carvana. Thank you. Whoa,
So you'll come.
I just sold my car. What, am I gonna walk?
Sell your car to Carvana today. You play by the rules. Then things happen. Prices keep climbing. Every month, a new expense. And the debt adds up. So how do you face it? It starts with a call, then a plan. At National Debt Relief, we'll negotiate with your creditors so you pay less than you owe. And just like that, you're back on track. When debt happens, we're here to help you take action. And this is where your new chapter begins. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
Oh no! Our water line broke. It could cost a fortune to get a contractor to come fix it, and it's not covered by homeowners insurance.
That's why you should have HomeServe.
It's Tom Merson, CEO of HomeServe.
When your water line breaks, HomeServe sends a qualified contractor to fix it and pays for the covered repairs.
With HomeServe, the American dream of owning a home doesn't need to be a nightmare.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $4.99 a month.
Call 1-833-236-9273 or visit homeserve.com.
Welcome back to Super Tuesday, presented by Progressive Insurance. And of course, inside the Food City Center, this is the SEC on ESPN. Alongside my buddy Jimmy Dykes, I'm Carl Ravitch. Welcome, everybody. Good start here for Tennessee. Rick Barnes, even though they lost that first game and it was a hard-fought battle, still believes their team is very capable of winning a conference championship. Why?
Well, it starts with you got to win on your home floor. That was a road loss at Arkansas, but because of who he is and the DNA that the Tennessee stands for, it's about the defense. And he told his guys in a 3-hour film session on Sunday after the Arkansas loss Saturday that we've got to get back to being the hardest playing, most physical, best defensive team in the country, and they're capable of doing it. When you lose to Kai Ziegler and Meshack and those dudes, it's going to take a while, but you can see early in this game, Tennessee already with 3 steals and 1 block, Rabbi. The message has been sent and received.
Yeah, up 11-5. I mean, the whole movie industry got away from 3-hour movies. He went with a 3-hour film session. Wow. Good aggressive play by Boswell, but he gets called for the foul. That'll be his first.
No popcorn, no Thin Mints, by the way.
Sure not. No Milk Duds or any of that. Rick Barnes is watching the video replay. He saw Boswell make the case to KB Burdett, one of our 3 officials. He thought he got fouled. Owen Short and James Breedling, our other 2 officials.
Just watch how fast the ball moves for Texas or lack of. You got to pass hard, you got to cut hard, you got to screen hard. Nothing will be given to you tonight on this floor.
Bounce pass down low, nearly lost. And another layup that is missed by Traore. And that one will fall in for Mark, I should say. But what an effort by Tremont Mark. Second chance bucket.
Yeah, you've got to win those 50-50 balls if you're Texas in this building tonight. And that was a loose ball rebound, and Tremont Mark he's got a nose to score with basketball. Not the best defender in the league, but this is a guy that is an absolute star at the pull-up 15-footer, and scorers know how to find the ball with energy, and that kind of sums up his game.
Given that foul was called on J.P. Estrella. Mark, of course, has been around with Arkansas. He was a star for Houston on a team that had a bunch of stars. The free throw is no good, and Estrella rips it in traffic.
He was on that Final Four team in Houston as a freshman.
And helped get him there.
Yeah.
And when Shed and Sasser went out, he took over that game for Sampson. That is an unbelievable effort by Gillespie not to have it be a backcourt.
You've got to have hard ball pressure on Tennessee in this game, and Texas has not been great at it up until tonight.
They were there as Estrella picks it up, and Swain wins that battle. Here's Mark. He's got company with him, but he lays it up and in.
Is there grease on the ball? What are we doing both ways? Just careless, lackadaisical with the leather.
Big body on big body carry, opts to throw it out. Gillespie, the team's leading scorer, gets it to Boswell. Carry so strong, no good, and the rebound ripped.
Yeah, good positional defense, though, right, by Traore.
Just like that, the 3 ball puts Texas on top.
They shoot the ball with a lot of confidence and a lot of freedom, especially in transition. They're making right at 8 threes a game at 34%, but they are at their best with those transition looks.
Well, Estrella will try his top of the key, no good. Out of bounds off the Vols and down on the ground. It looks like it is Amari Evans. May have gotten hit in the face on this rebound.
Score off your defense if you're Texas before Tennessee gets you in a half-court game. What do? They come up with a rip. And Tremont Mark with a long arm reach at the finish. And then followed up by a transition 3. Push it, man. Bring that defense off that side third and let it fly if you're Silman Wilcher. 40% three-point shooter is Wilcher on the year.
Wilcher played for Rick Pitino, of course. Kind of a surprise that he actually left. But this style fits Wilcher.
Yeah.
They like to get up and down. Kendall Weaver into the game now, acting as the point guard for the Longhorns.
Important not to foul Texas, Robbie. They're number 2 in the nation with a free throw rate at 52%. That's a high rate they get fouled at.
Good hands by Ament. That leads to a turnover. Troy Henderson is into the game now. Didn't get any minutes. Barnes regretted that in the game against Arkansas. So he will get some playing time here at point guard, and he has the ball now.
Yeah, he's been a low turnover guy in the minutes that he's gotten.
Ament passed up one that was open, dribbled into a turnover. A sloppy start from hold on to the ball perspective.
Both of them.
Yeah. Heidi again launches, no good.
Well, that's a good look, though, because Heidi just did a good job of separating off that Okpara heavy gap help.
Okpara just got tangled up with Heidi, and there was no call.
But Heidi did a great job of sitting on his legs and taking that initial push away.
Carey into Traore, spins, and he will get the foul.
Amari Evans for Tennessee has gotten a lot of playing time because this dude's got a big will. And he takes it, that's friendly fire. Bishop Boswell comes flying in right across the bridge of the nose of Amari Evans, who I think will be the next great defender we talk about under Rick Barnes.
He has certainly earned his playing time and the respect of the entire staff and team. The way Evans has come on, just a freshman out of Pittsburgh. He scored 15 against GW. He didn't miss a shot. 7 of 7 in the last game.
Yeah. He's just got to talk about Amari Evans still on the end of the bench. He's got a way about him. Plays without fear and reckless. He's got a dazed look in his eye right now. Wow, that's big, right, for Tennessee. Jalen Carey.
Free and Amen too to start the game. Something that did not happen against Arkansas. 13-12, 12-30 to go.
It's interesting, Rick Barnes showed Carey and I think a couple other guys, you can actually fit your body through the rim. Like mentally as a shooter, you have to understand that. So
that call came from out near half court from James Breedling, but here you go, Jimmy.
Well, today, this is what you can actually fit 2 balls through the rim, Ravi, at the same time. So it's the same mental picture that Rick Barnes showed his guys earlier this week. Like, that rim is twice as big as a basketball. It kind of opens your eyes up a little bit, and in an odd way, it gives you some confidence as a shooter. But there's what I'm talking about through November. Man, they were outstanding, but, man, it has dropped since then. But maybe that visual. And it looks like so far so good, right? With Carey and Nate Amen.
No doubt about it. Okpara picks up his second foul, Jimmy. Visual learning works at any age.
Yeah.
Wilcher again, that's way too strong. Vokatitis has it with 10 on the shot clock. Mark steps into one, that's too strong. Another offensive rebound by the Longhorns. This time Vokatitis has it, Jimmy. They go to double team him right away.
Yes, especially with Ament on him. Strength versus length.
Weaver picked it up. Estrella had it and lost it.
If Kendall Weaver was 6'5" or 6'6", he'd be a first-team All-SEC guy. This guy guarding the ball. He does everything 100 miles an hour. Just a little undersized.
Jimmy, the Volunteers, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. Texas has 3 of those in this game. That's going to be a foul against Texas. We will come back. This is a Rock'em Sock'em Robot type game so far with a whole bunch of turnovers. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball. It's presented by Progressive Insurance. Bundle home and auto and save. Visit progressive.com.
Oh, now this guy's going that way. Now I'm getting the lay of the land.
Valets can be a big test for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
There's an overflow lot somewhere in the vicinity.
If the garage is full, they go to the auxiliary.
He said if the garage is full, they'd go to the overflow lot.
I heard him. I was right here. Let's just stand quietly.
Right. I bet you guys have driven some great cars, huh?
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with
I
us.
think you might have brought the wrong car. We had the red convertible.
Why do I take Tagrisso? Tagrisso, I can make pancakes. Tagrisso, I can share my handiwork. Tagrisso, I can play dress-up. Tagrisso is a once-daily pill that's a targeted therapy approved for adults with non-small cell lung cancer and certain EGFR mutations when lung cancer has spread to other parts of the body. Tagrisso helped patients live longer. Serious side effects that may lead to death include severe lung problems, heart problems including heart failure, and blood and bone marrow problems. Other serious side effects can include eye and skin problems and inflammation of the blood vessels in your skin. Tell your doctor right away if you have trouble breathing, shortness of breath, tiredness, weakness, cough, fever or infection, pounding or racing heart, swelling of your ankles or feet, dizziness or any eye problems, severe blistering and peeling of the skin, purple spots, skin redness, large hives that last more than 1 day, or easy bruising or bleeding that won't stop. These are not all the possible side effects. Tagrisso can harm your unborn baby. Ask your doctor about pregnancy, breastfeeding, and birth control. Tagrisso, I can live longer. Tagrisso, I can ask for the #1 prescribed medicine for EGFR positive metastatic NSCLC. Ask your doctor if Tagrisso is right for you.
We are the Tennessee Volunteers. And now is our time. Time for unbeatable experiences, for bold innovation, for historic moments. It's time to do what balls do best. More life-changing research, more problem solving, more lighting the way. We have what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
SEC Men's Basketball, Saturday on SEC Network. Mississippi State takes on Kentucky. Mississippi State at Kentucky, Saturday, 8:30 Eastern on SEC Network and the ESPN app.
Dalen Swain on Saturday was a truckload. He had 34 points, Ravi, 14 rebounds in that loss to Mississippi State. But this is a guy that is the leading scorer on the year so far, and he's got to show up on the road. And he's everything that you want in a 6'8", strong wing, downhill driver with force, gets fouled, doesn't shoot it great from three, but Texas is going to have a chance to pull off this upset. Sean Miller's got to get Dalen Swain involved offensively. He does have 3 assists.
Carey misses the free throw. Swain, of course, played at Xavier with Miller. And there were a couple of schools when Miller left. He said, where do you want to go? And he said, well, Sean Miller's at Texas. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, and it says a lot about Dalen Swain because as a coach, you get to pick and choose who you want to come with you and who doesn't.
Yeah.
And he believes wholeheartedly in this guy. We actually started recruiting him when he was a junior in high school, weighed 167 pounds, and now he's up to 225. If he wants to continue his pro career, because they're all pros right now, he's got to become a three-point shooter.
So the pro career starts in college.
It does now.
I hear you.
Yeah. The movement of 8 in burnt orange is the key to Texas's offense. The big guy inside. The more active he is, the better the guards are.
He has it now. Vukatitis, and just absolutely blew up Bishop Boswell. That's an offensive foul.
What a defensive play and a scouting report play by Bishop Boswell to know that Texas, when they bring Vukatitis out, they're going to go to that empty-sided two-man game, and Bishop Boswell sprints, Ravi, to get outside that restricted arc. Reads it, finds it, bam, absorbs it. Really well done by Bishop Boswell.
And not a flop there.
No, not at all. Have you ever been hit by a Vukatitis?
Volkswagen or Vukatitis?
It was similar.
Estrellas getting away with some little puppy steps down there, but it worked for him.
And Rick Barnes has been begging for J.P. Estrella to play with more force around the rim.
Vukatitis has a prototypical tight end body. Pulp floater, no good. Vukatitis was held by Estrella, so he couldn't get off the ground. And Gillespie coast to coast.
Wow.
Mark not interested in picking up a foul.
Ravi, he scored at the timeline with that separation speed. Take a look at it maybe when we come back. Bam, explosive.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than football teams. We've been in literally every bowl, and you can eat us with anything. I once used a child's shovel, true story. Kraft Mac and Cheese, best thing ever.
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin No-Trip. Wow, ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real. And now try new drug-free Afrin Saline.
Yeah, Tennessee's going to throw body blows at you on the inside. Estrella with a sprint out ball screen, but dives out of it. And right here, he just fights for his spot, gets his feet underneath his shoulders, makes him more powerful. Watch the separation speed by Gillespie right here. Boom. Even with the orange jerseys, out in front of the burnt orange jersey. That's an explosive play by Gillespie. The hot hands of Tennessee's defense continuing to force turnovers in this game.
Now, if you're Tremont Mark and you have one foul, he's had a couple of opportunities to try to block it, and he hasn't. Is there a point where you say it's okay to get your second?
There is, and Tremont Mark has got to grow defensively. He comes out of that Kelvin Sampson Houston defense. He should understand it, but teams pick on him, and they will continue in SEC play.
Tennessee, you watch them all night, you'll see they're not afraid to have their bigs come out and play defense against shooting guards. Boswell was there defensively, but that's a Swain three from the corner.
That was tremendous offense by Texas. A little bit of a hammer action maybe on that backside. Drive that baseline with a purpose. Not easy to get that look against Tennessee.
Estrella's got about 5 or 6 inches against Heidi down low. Gillespie's long one, rattles around and in. That's the first 3 of the night for the Vols.
He leads Tennessee, his 39th three-point make on the year.
Titus, he has not had a one-on-one defender yet. He is double, triple teamed, and he missed that one. Gillespie, that's the Brown body that helped that, and that's a heck of a shot.
Again, it's those just road graders that Rick Barnes runs right down the middle of the floor to the rim. Those are screen assists.
Weaver grabbed by Ament. That's going to be a foul.
You've heard me call these Gortok screens because Marcin Gortok did it for John Wall with the Washington Wizards and made it famous, but you just run your big and seal off and open it up, and that's exactly what's happened a couple of times early in this game for the team in white.
Gillespie's got the last 7 points. Here you see what he has done. 12 points, 5 of 6, 2 rebounds. Ament picked up his first. Gillespie had options too in his transfer, but he wanted to come home. A kid from Tennessee, could have went to Carolina, which was one of the schools of his dreams. Instead came back here. That's out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be Tennessee ball.
Yeah, a heck of a high school football player, right?
Great.
Out of Greenville. Quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back. He did it all.
He did it all. He's doing it all here. He is the quarterback. And big shoes to fill for Zakai Ziegler. And what he meant to this volunteer program. Well, the good news is Evans is back in the game after knocking a kisser. Brown with the flush. Good pass.
I just really question the inside strength of Texas in this game outside of Boca Titus. Do they have enough bodies to hold up in a 40-minute, 15-round fight?
Tennessee's made their last 5 field goal attempts. Wiltshire, long 3 off to the left. And that's going to be a foul, and it looks like we are now going to go to the other end to shoot a one-on-one. Boca Titus, that's big, Jimmy, now picks up his second, and they can ill afford that.
Well, those are the fouls that Sean Miller is trying to erase out of his program. And those are reaching fouls, just late to the play fouls, and Boca Titus is too important. Again, he leads the country in drawing fouls, but he's probably in the top 10 in fouls committed per 40 minutes.
And Cody is in the game. Boca Titus will take a seat. What a difference, by the way, free throw shooting makes in this game. They are 7 of 8. ESPN2 SEC men's basketball doubleheader tomorrow. Otega-Oweh and Kentucky. Man, are they searching. They host Mark Mitchell in Missouri at 7 Eastern time. And then 13th ranked Alabama takes on the undefeated Vanderbilt Commodores. They hope to have Duke Miles back for that game.
I think Vanderbilt's the real deal. The bigger games in the SEC tomorrow night. Vanderbilt and Bama. I was a little concerned today with Otega-Oweh. The press conference saying we've got to get and pay more attention to the scouting report and take it more seriously. Like, where are we? It's January.
Yeah.
And you're still learning that part of it?
Wilcher at the shot clock buzzer, can't get it to go. And a rebound by Boswell, who seems to embrace a 15-round fight. Henderson launch. Too strong, we'll keep it right here. That's an aggressive play by Estrella to go get it, and that's a foul on Cody. We'll take a timeout. Tennessee leading with basketball and football on the mind.
4 teams fight for a spot in the CFP National Championship. The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Thursday and Friday on ESPN.
When you choose to live a life outside the box, it's just one of many choices you'll make.
What is up, chat? Welcome back to another stream.
And when you choose an H&R Block tax expert, you're choosing someone who will be there for when your big ambitions need help with small details.
Hey, how's it going?
For when going it alone doesn't always have to be alone. For when your year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. And for when you need help getting the most out of your money. For life outside the box.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling, as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
AbbVie could help you save.
Get the most out of the postseason with the bundle. Watch ESPN's College Football Playoff and ESPN's NFL Playoff games. And with NFL Plus Premium, get NFL Network and watch all live NFL Playoff games on mobile, plus full game replays. Unlock it all with the ESPN and NFL Plus Premium bundle.
Oh my, cheese. It's the new OM Cheeseburger from Applebee's. Our juicy bacon cheeseburger served on a skillet of cheesy deliciousness. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM Cheeseburger for $11.99. Also in our 2 for $25 menu.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Search Amazon now for Force Factor Creatine Gummies.
Meet the next big little thing. Litter Robot Evo. It's the award-winning self-cleaning technology you love from Litter Robot, now sleeker, smaller, and here to simplify your life. Whether you're studio living or just looking for a discreet space to tuck your cat's bathroom, Evo can fit there. Oh, and also there. With a clean, compact design that's suited for just about anywhere. Litter Robot Evo is perfect for smaller cat families with 1 cat or 2. Litter Robot Evo. Big things in a little package. Whisker.
Jimmy, 20 years ago, we were a lot younger. So was Rick Barnes. Shorts were a lot baggier. Kevin Durant was playing for Barnes in Texas, and Lofton launched this. An overtime win for the Tennessee Vols, led at that point by Bruce Pearl over Rick Barnes. Stephen, and there is Chris Lofton who launched that shot over Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant, a year later, because SportsCenter ran a top 5 Kevin Durant buzzer beaters.
Yeah.
He had one last night. 1 year later, literally 1 year after he had one shot over him in his NBA rookie campaign in December. Like Game 7,
yeah,
he hit a buzzer beater, did Kevin Durant.
How about that?
But one of the great shots in Tennessee basketball history.
Yeah. Chris Laughlin, one of the great shooters to come through the SEC, and a cancer survivor himself, and one of the most beloved Vols has ever stepped foot on this Tennessee hardwood. Kevin Durant, I watched him in high school after his senior year, the Jordan Classic, for 2 days. I've never seen a guy love ball more than Kevin Durant.
Watch out.
Loves ball.
Yeah, I agree with you. And having spent so many nights in the studio when he was playing collegiately,
yeah,
I don't think there was anybody, for me anyway, that was more must-see TV in college basketball
than Kevin Durant. I agree with you. And he kind of, Rick Barnes taught that high release prior to Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant made it famous. But he would play one-on-one, Ravi, with anyone, anytime, all year long. And boy, the great ones love it.
And win most of them.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's an open three, and that one is knocked down. And Cody stepped into that, and they needed that. It ended a 10-0 run for Tennessee.
Well, good job of fighting inside, because Tennessee, they test your strength. Your secondary break.
Your desire.
Your desire, your heart, your love for the game. Do I really want to do this?
Air ball there, a rare one for Evans. Wilcher takes Gillespie. That's blocked from behind. Lou Evans missed a three on one end, blocked the layup on the other, and that's going to be a reach foul on Swain.
Ravi, Amari Evans is the kind of guy that offensively you don't have to run plays for him. Just trust him to make plays. In the same way defensively, this is an all-out effort play by one and white. The recovery length, the recovery determination, the recovery strength and toughness, boom, just eat it up.
You always can tell too, Jimmy, when a player comes off the court and the coaches actually raise their hands to give you a high five as opposed to doing nothing.
You're right.
They all raised their hands when Evans came off the floor.
He's way more important than that 4.2 rebound average that he's got going on.
Carey tried a little slip pass there to Brown. It didn't get there. And KB Burdett heard it from everybody here. He pointed the wrong way. Human error. He knew it right away.
Both teams are orange. It can happen. Rick Barnes, the last 2 days, his voice has been quiet. He's been fighting a bad case of something. He's on medication, but his assistant, Ravi, has been the only voice. He was the only voice today in the shoot-around, which is uncommon. Just the things that you have to maneuver and work through as a head coach. January, February, and March.
I think we can both attest to the fact his voice is working.
Yeah, it is working.
We spent 30 minutes listening to Coach Barnes during that shoot-around. Good play. That's an unstoppable shot there from Dwayne Brown.
They Tennessee, they score with their shoulder and finish it with the paw that the ball is in.
Since Texas had their first lead at 12-11, Jimmy, Tennessee's outscored them 19-8. Okatitis back on the floor. Interesting. And that's another turnover for Texas. Swain left his feet, and Pope was moving.
Here's what I'm talking about with Tennessee. They are so good with their shoulders, those inside guys. Watch the left shoulder of Brown. Boom, right there. Knock that defender off just enough to get some separation, then go ahead and finish it. They look for the contact as well as any team in this league offensively.
Estrella getting some extended minutes tonight. And Tennessee's definitely still in that mode where if you play great, you're going to earn your time because there's been so much inconsistency. Are they going to get Ament with a foul? It'll be his second, and it leads to a one-on-one down the other way. It's been puzzling, hasn't it? Just watching Nate Ament, and you understand he's a freshman. He's so young, but the hype was so loud around him.
Sure. And deservedly so. I mean, he was a real deal coming out of high school. He was a late bloomer. He's only going to get better and better, obviously. But, again, it's the physicality, the lack of, and only time is going to correct that with Nate Ament.
Wes Wayne misses, and all of a sudden, the Longhorns afflicted by the inability to make a free throw.
And they rely on it again. This is number 2 in the nation in free throw attempts.
That's a good cut and a really good pass down low, but Evans is buried under there. He gets it back out.
Yeah.
And a whistle, but a 3-second call.
Once you stop your move to score, That 3-second count gets you. And you can be backing down as long as you're backing in towards the rim like a post player. You can have it in there 6, 7, 8 seconds as long as you're still moving towards scoring.
Every time he touches it, they run a guard over, and Vocatitis picks up the foul on Boswell. That'll be the second on Bishop Boswell.
And there's their makes and their attempts. Again, I said coming into tonight, Ravi, Tennessee 415 free throw attempts, 840 field goal attempts. It's a 52% free throw to field goal attempt rate, which is second in the country, a high number.
They got to make their free throws though tonight. They are missing a bunch of them.
They need to look at my little demo with the 2 balls can go through at the same time.
Visual reminders. Vocatitis may have got away with a push-off, put it on the ground, lays it up and in. He is a bull down there.
I love his game. He's only a sophomore, and he's all of 250.
He and Carey are having an absolute war down low. Vocatitis to the ground. Carey tries to draw a foul on him, and he will.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough call if you're Sean Miller. It felt like Vocatitis was trying to go straight up as much as he can. But once Carey gets his body into you, he almost makes you collapse down a little bit. Vocatitis gets knocked down on his keister, and Carey goes right to his chest.
Oh,
yeah, that's an easy call. Yeah, the hands. I mean, Vocatitis has to learn verticality. You teach this play right here. Get your elbows by your ears. Get your elbows by your ears, and you won't come down on people. And that's a bad, tough foul now for Texas to work without.
Huge. 4:32. He's done with 3 for the half. He kind of gambled there. Sean Miller putting him back in with 2.
Yeah.
And it's a difficult team to defend given their size and their desire to get that ball down low all the time.
And now they are very vulnerable, Texas, on the boards and defending on the inside.
Swain all day long in that last game when he had 34, but Estrella's going to pick up the foul on Traore.
Well, Dalen Swain now is going to have to step up with Vocatitis with foul trouble. And Dalen Swain, he leads Texas in points, field goal attempts, defensive rebounds, assists, steals. He does everything. He's got a great voice. Talking about 3 in burnt orange, but so far tonight, just not much at all out of Dalen Swain. And give Tennessee's primary defender on him a lot of credit.
Estrella to the bench with 2 fouls. And 3 on that guy.
It's interesting, Ravi. Sean Miller plays guys in the first half that have 2 fouls. He'll play them about 30% of the time. Okay, that's a pretty high rate, actually.
Yes.
As opposed to Rick Barnes, 2 fouls in the first half. He will play a guy 1% of the time. That's a big gap. It's just a different way to look at it from head coaching standpoint.
What would you do?
It depends on the guy, and it depends on the game, and it depends on the trust I have in someone. Can you play with 2 fouls, or can I not put you in? A lot of coaches guard their own guys though by just automatically taking them out, you know.
Alley-oop, and that was denied there. Traore got over there. It wasn't a great alley-oop pass from Gillespie, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Volunteer basketball. 8 turnovers against the Longhorns. We got an 8-point game with under 4 to go here in Tennessee.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
This road, that road, with T-Mobile, you're covered either way. On the largest satellite to mobile network, you're connected.
Now, where do I leave my truck? Lucas, when two people love each other very much, right? Okay, imagine me and your mom. Don't do that. Imagine a magic hug that animals do.
Hey, Chris, you're out. Huntley, you're in.
Tyler Huntley, backup parent.
If only there were backups in real life.
What's up, little man? When two people love each other.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Wow, I feel really prepared for life now.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I'm not him. I'm not Jack.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
With Popeye's new $5 Faves menu, you can get this, or this, or this, or this. And no one's stopping you from getting them all. Now there's an idea. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Norm Roberts, Phil Murphy here in studio. Coming up in the half, Duke and Michigan pick up road wins, but they had to work. Here, Coach Jacoby Gillespie and the Vols are up 8.
Hey, I'll tell you what they're doing. Gillespie's getting downhill, attacking the paint, scoring, and they are throwing the ball inside.
SEC basketball on a Tuesday night can hardly get better. Jimmy Ravi, we'll see you at the half.
Hi, Phil. Coach, thank you very much. Your points in the paint, to Coach's point, 20-10 in favor of Tennessee. And you got all that size underneath there. It's a huge advantage. As you take a look at our game summary, Gillespie with a dozen. Texas has gone cold. They're without their big man. Bocatitis with 3 fouls. Jimmy Dykes, Carl Ravitch here at the Food City Center. The SEC season underway.
That'll be first zone look by Texas in this ball game coming out of that timeout. And now they've matched up man to finish it off.
Gillespie with 2 seconds on the shot clock, and boy, that was an open, easy layup for him given the shot clock.
What a great job by Gillespie to not let the shot clock pressure bother him.
Great play by Heide.
I think he's their best athlete, Heide, known as the 3-point specialist, but that guy's got some pop.
Right back to him, and Carey goes to work, clears out space and lays it up and in. The former Vanderbilt Commodore.
I mean, just like his defender wasn't even involved in the play. Just, you talk about through the chin and to the rim by an inside player. That was it to perfection.
I don't get the impression Traore is having a great time tonight. Not enjoying it.
No, he's not. Again, Tennessee at times, they will make you question, do I really love the game or not? Because then this is one of those plays just right through you, man. Just barrels you out of the way. Jalen Carey's got so much potential about him. He's like a Mike Tyson heavyweight fighter, man. He's going to throw those first blows and find out if you want to fight as well.
6'8", 287. Texas, LSU, the middle game. 2 teams, top 12. Our women's college basketball triple header on Sunday afternoon. North Carolina, Notre Dame starts it off. We wrap it up with Duke and Stanford in Palo Alto.
I would make a case that Texas women should be #1 in the country over UConn. And I say that because they have 2 top 5 wins. UConn doesn't have any. They both have the same number of top 25 wins. And Vic Schaefer's got it. Madison Booker and Rory Harmon. That combo.
Carey, no.
You disagree.
Yeah, I would counter it with UConn doesn't play anybody. And I don't mean they don't schedule anybody. The conference that they play in is
they're not going to be
not competitive.
No,
they're
not.
going to win by an average of 30.
Yeah.
And it's like watching a professional women's team. I mean, they are that deep.
Yeah.
And they can score, and they have tremendous size. They're strong. It's a really fun, enjoyable team to watch, unless you're the opponent. No fun.
No doubt. Yeah. Baylor women got a big win over the weekend at Iowa State. Leah Scott, Iowa State was undefeated at the time, Ravi, and It's a little middle ball screen. Audie Crooks, as good as she is offensively, couldn't come up and cover. One more goes down in the women's game, no longer undefeated.
On the men's side tonight, Jimmy, kind of a statement for Florida in their win against Georgia. And Brown shows his strength and more points in the paint for Tennessee.
That middle third and those hard rolls by Tennessee, right? They put so much pressure on the rim, Tennessee does, with multiple guys that can roll and finish.
And another turnover. How many times have they made a pass when either Pope or someone else has left?
Just rattled. That middle ball screen, watch Dwayne Brown right there. Now, first of all, his rear end is pointing, this is where I want the ball to go. But instead, they're going to set this screen, and you watch it run. Boom, Gillespie comes right off where the rear is pointing, but it's all about getting Dwayne Brown downhill. But it starts with him setting a big-time physical screen with a proper angle saying, I want the ball coming this direction.
Gillespie shoots it as high as anybody, and he knocks down another three. He's got 15. Mark with an answer, no, and that's out of bounds off Texas.
Tremont Mark-Ravi shooting 67%, 67% from two, 15% from three. He's got to understand that. And there's that same play by Gillespie. Screen, rescreen. If you go under, you are dead. And that's exactly what Tremont Mark did against Gillespie. That's just not being an aggressive, dialed-in defensive player, allowing Gillespie to come off that clean.
Yeah, I forgot he had that layup. He's up to 17. Is he at 20? Yes, he is! Unconscious right now, Jacoby Gillespie. It's a very dangerous 1 minute here to go for Texas in this game. They are down by 16 all of a sudden. Yeah, 5 on the shot clock. Too strong, long rebound. Swain picks it up. And he threw it away, but it's deflected off Gillespie, so no backcourt. Pope on the ground. They can't tie him up. Swain also on the ground, and they're going to get a reach in on Gillespie.
Boy, Gillespie has seen a big rim. And again, that's a great screen by Brown. Again, the screener, Ravi, where his rear end is saying, this is the angle you need to come off of, and Gillespie is using it to perfection. He's such a hard cover because we know he's got separation speed. He can finish at the rim and win those collisions, but that pull-up jump shot is money.
Talk about different styles of shooting. He has embraced high arcing shots.
Gillespie?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little different Tennessee team when you think about Lanier and Connect. You know, that was a three-point shooting team. They've gotten a little bit away from that. They don't have that talent. And Ament isn't. He's not Dalton Connect, and he's not Chaz Lanier. But Gillespie certainly has that ability.
Go to your point. Tennessee's only averaging 7 made threes a game. That's kind of a low number, 34%. But when they make up for it by hammering that ball inside, putting fouls on the defense, and although they're not at the Rick Barnes defensive standard yet, they are slowly trending that way in this first half.
Free throw rattles in for Gillespie. It's been a big part of the story for Tennessee in the first half. Their successful free throw shooting. Gillespie is 2 of 2, now 3 of 3, and he's ripping a lot of net with his shots.
It's the third 20-point half of the season for Jacoby Gillespie.
They're 11 of 15 from the stripe. Much more like early in the season than where they have been recently. Mark puts up a soft one, and there's a whistle and a foul.
He is as good as anybody in this league in that pull-up elbow jump shot, Tremont Mark, and you cannot let him get to that spot. When you get clipped on a screen up top, that gap help has to be there and take number 12 away from that elbow area.
Knocks down that free throw. And with 11 seconds, Tennessee will take a timeout to talk about the play they want to set up. Gillespie's got 22. Can he add to it in the last 11.6 when we come back?
Life, diabetes, there's no slowing down. Each day is a unique blend of people to see and things to do. That's why you choose Glucerna to help manage blood sugar response. Uniquely designed with Carb Steady. Glucerna, bring on the day.
Huggies Little Movers with HugFit 360. Big moves, even bigger protection.
He has thrown up more than 200 field goal attempts, 40 more than Nate Ament has Jacoby Gillespie. He is the point guard. He's also their point person when it comes to accumulating them. And tonight has been an outstanding first half with 22 points.
There's a lot on him. He's the play starter and a lot of times the play finisher. 8 made field goals, ties his season high for a half. He also did it against Rutgers earlier this year. Got to get it off. There you go.
2 seconds and too strong. Tip up and in. That'll count. Was that Amari Evans?
Yeah, it was. I'm telling you, you don't run plays for a guy like Amari Evans. You just say, I'm putting you in and go make a play. And he is slowly changing the DNA and the toughness Amari Evans is of Tennessee. Man, what a half by Jacoby Gillespie, right? One of the few, one of the great stars from Greenville, Tennessee.
Sure was. 22 points on 8 of 10 shooting, and a couple of them went to the roof at the Food City Center. 3 ball, splash. And when the lane opened up, he drove right on home. We got our halftime report coming up. It is all Vols.
Wow, heck of a close to the first half for the Vols. Welcome into our college basketball studios alongside Norman Roberts. I'm Phil Murphy. Coach, when we did the under 4 timeout, it was an 8-point game. A 15-point margin's a little different, but Jacoby Gillespie also a little different.
He was a little different. And the one thing about Texas is they have struggled to guard small guards. Hubbard from Mississippi State killed them last game, and Gillespie is doing the same thing. They struggle to guard ball screens, and they're really struggling to guard in the paint.
22 points at the break for Gillespie. We'll stay in the SEC, a team that we know can fill it up. Georgia, #1 scoring team, #1 in blocks in the nation, but coach, big man Samto Cyril tossed here for this altercation with Ruben Chinyelu.
Yeah, once they lost Cyril, that killed them inside, and then Florida went on to dominate. They had 52 points out of their big guys in the paint. They just dominated inside the second half.
One of those, coach, from Alex Condit.
Yeah, he's great at catching lobs and just finishing in close to the basket. But I thought their defense was really good, and their guards started scoring off a transition and out of defense.
Yeah, Xavier Lee only had 6 points in this game, but hey, we're showing them on our wrap show because they were high leverage buckets. Gators 22-1 at home since the start of last season. Hey, a couple top-end teams went on the road, and #2 Michigan had a bit of a scare. Highlights from a busy night of college hoops on the other side of this break.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 4 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
I can't share the picture.
You should join Visible.
It's only $25 a month. Look.
Unlimited data and hotspot, all on Verizon's 5G network for just $25 a month. Tell your people. For a limited time, get Visible for $19 a month for 26 months. Visible. Live in the know.
When I started Walton Goggins goggle glasses, I didn't know how to turn all this fancy prettiness into a classy-looking logo. But GoDaddy Aero does, with its magical AI powers. It not only creates it, it slaps that sweet thing everywhere.
The Irish welcome UNC in South Bend, plus Texas and LSU.
Match it up. This is going to be a good one.
We love that women's basketball on ESPN. North Carolina, Notre Dame, Texas, LSU on ESPN.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Rush to Walmart and get Force Factor Creatine Gummies today.
Meet the most insightful way to never scoop again. Litter Robot 5 Pro, the next generation of litter robot. Litter Robot 5 Pro from Whisker, the greatest invention since cats.
Oh my cheese. The new OM Cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM Cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
Norm Roberts, Phil Murphy back with you in studio. TCU's and Lawrence facing Kansas. Star freshman Darren Peterson only played 5 minutes in Orlando in a loss. Knee issues. Coach, how's that knee look here? Game high 14.
Looks pretty good to me. He's attacking the basket. He's so athletic.
But for TCU, a lot of different scoring options. We see David Punch here with a post jumper, and then Latoris Olavicius from outside.
That's how their team is. They're going to get points from all their guys on the court.
At this point, TCU's up 5, but KU closed the half on a 9-0 run. Trey White's got a dozen.
Well, Trey White's played really well. He didn't play very good against UCF, but he's having a great night right now.
That game over on ESPN. Jayhawks, beware the fog, up 5 at the break. Let's head to Houston. Points at a premium, just like we expected. They've got a pretty good freshman as well, Coach. Kingston Fleming.
He has played great. He's on track to maybe be freshman of the year.
Only freshman with multiple 15-5-5 games, but J.D. Toppin goes off glass, cuts the deficit to 5, and then Emmanuel Sharp, he's got 11.
Well, they needed him to score. Last game, he went 0 for 9, so they really needed him to score some baskets.
Chris Sinak, number 6 overall recruit, high percentage bucket, and JoJo Tugler and 1 layup. Both teams below 40%, Coach. It's 31 all at the break.
Man, if they can get those big guys to score inside, that really helps Houston.
Big guys for Michigan, normally scoring, but they had to work here against Penn State. It looked good early. L.J. Case and Ademara for 2.
Well, he's so big. You can throw it anywhere on the court, and he'll go get it.
Second half, Yaxel Lindeborg, you called it an off night, Coach. He had 10, and then here Trey McKinney. They're up 13, feeling confident for now in Ann Arbor.
They were feeling confident, but I'm telling you, Penn State came back and played so hard and attacked the glass. They out-rebounded them.
Freddie DeLeon, part of an 11-0 run for the Nittany DeLeons. And then Malai Tuncha hits a 3. But, Coach, shot selection here, you're okay with this at the end?
Well, you want to get guys away from the ball because then that keeps them away from trapping you. But that could have been a better shot. You got to go downhill.
Valiant effort for the Nittany Lions, looking for still their first Big Ten win. Darnier got it over against the number 2 team. Duke, 7 straight wins against Louisville. The Cardinals here, hot hand early in this one, 10 for 21 as a team from 3 in the first half.
Oh, they were shooting lights out. Everybody was making shots for them.
But in the second half, here come the Dukies, and here comes Isaiah Evans with 23.
Duke started playing their game, attacking the lane, playing inside out, and being in attack mode the whole time, not settling.
Ryan Conwell drives to the 10. He had 24, but as we got to crunch time, we're going to hand it to Cam Boozer. He took over.
He took over. He is so impressive. He can score anywhere on the floor. He dominates the paint. He is the best player on the floor every night.
27, 8, and 4. There's one of the and 4 to Malik Brown. Duke outscored Louisville by 20 after halftime. They've now won 8 in a row in that series. Coach, we got a bit of an upset in Minneapolis. Jalen Crooker-Johnson with the triple puts Minnesota up 2.
Big time shot. They're playing really, really well, Minnesota.
And Bennett Stenitz for 3 to make it a 1-point game at the time. And then Iowa had their chances here, just couldn't get one to fall.
How about that? They get off 3 3-pointers and can't knock one down. That's tough. to lose it that way.
3 true road games for the Hawkeyes. They've now lost all 3. The previous 2, Michigan State and Iowa State. This one you would have expected they would have, but the Golden Gophers 10-5 on the year. Great end of the first half for the Vols. They spread things out against the Longhorns. SEC Hoops on a Tuesday here on ESPN2.
Catch Pitbull live from All-State Championship Tailgate in Miami, Florida on the Capital One Music Stage. And be sure to tune in to the College Football Playoff National Championship, Monday, January 19th on ESPN.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
I tried the new 100 milligram generic Viagra for only 87 cents from Friday Plans that everyone is talking about. I wanted to see if it's a scam. Here's what happened. I just had to fill out the online health form, which took me under 2 minutes, and a licensed doctor approved me for a free prescription the same day. They even included free 3-day discreet shipping right to my door. I tried my first tablet, and within 30 minutes, it was working as well as the name brand. My wife can't stop smiling, and my confidence is through the roof. Scan the QR code or go to grabfridayplans.com to try it for yourself. I still can't believe I got 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7. I feel like I'm in my 20s again. My wife even told me, "You're like a whole new man." Don't wait as long as I did. It is the best $7 I have ever spent. Scan the QR code or go to grabfridayplans.com right now to get yours before this deal runs out.
GoodRx cuts costs on prescriptions to save you a wagon load.
Even get them delivered lickety-split.
Because when it comes to your health,
sky-high prices can get.
check GoodRx.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
Whatnot is an app where you can buy and sell all sorts of collectibles.
You need to get on there because you never know what you're going to find.
3, 2, 1, we are live. Here we go.
Oh my God! Oh, bro! The cheapest Louis Vuitton ever sold.
I'm so glad I'm adding this Funko Pops to my collection.
This was a success.
When you're on Whatnot, it's too much fun.
An incredible performance. Are you not entertained? Unbelievable. There will be a new champion.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals begin Thursday, January 8th, and continue Friday, January 9th.
That's college football. Huge news on an off day in the pro game after a missed field goal ended Baltimore's season in Week 18. John Harbaugh's time with the Ravens ends after 18 seasons, 193 wins, including Super Bowl 47. The 64-year-old Harbaugh now becomes the hottest name amongst free agent coaches. For this coach, Norm Roberts, I'm Phil Murphy. Got an intriguing second half ahead in Knoxville. See if Texas can make a comeback.
I mean, we all do it. You see a line, have no idea what it's for, but your brain is like, should I join it? It's crazy, right?
Hey, let me call you back. I got to stand in a line.
Even crazier is that folks stick with insurance that keeps them waiting around to file a claim, while Geico's claim support is available day or night. I mean, I'd have FOMO about that, if anything. Excuse me, what are you waiting for?
No one knows.
Okay.
You're cool. You can cut.
I'm all right, actually.
No, seriously.
It feels good to step out of line. It feels good to Geico.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is the job for Sponsored Jobs.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
Unlike other value meals, Arby's new $7.99 meat and 3 box has 3 sides, not just one. It's more meal for your money. Seriously, It's more meal for your money. Oh, where'd that come from?
Arby's, we have the meats.
I wish I could just watch live sports at home for a great price.
Sling lets you do that. Sling lets you do that.
Choose and customize your channel lineup. Or pause and watch for free. Sling lets you do that. Base package required.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
Oh my cheese. The new OM Cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM Cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
These hands create. All of the materials I work with dry out my hands. If my hands get really dry, I can't do my job. I depend on O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
O'Keeffe's is hard-working skincare.
This is the story of the one. The one knows the unexpected can put everything on the line. But with a teammate like Granger, she's confident that she will always win the day. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back. It's a Super Tuesday presented by Progressive Insurance. And, of course, the SEC on ESPN, downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. And here at the Food City Center, like that marquee right there, they have lit up the scoreboard. 48 in the first half, and they have held Texas to 33 points. Jimmy Dykes and Carl Ravitch back alongside. Points in the paint were one-sided. They scored 13 points off of 9 turnovers, and they dominated 37-22 to end the half, did Tennessee.
Yeah, they were outstanding, Tennessee was, especially the last 10 minutes. I think they only had 2 turnovers as well. And they've made their free throws. Well, they 11 out of 15 from the free throw stripe. So it's hard to say it's a get-right game, but, man, it was a get-right half for Tennessee coming off that loss at Arkansas. Jacoby Gillespie playing like an all-SEC guard. He has done everything. He's a play starter, a play finisher. One guy that likes 9 o'clock local starts is Jacoby Gillespie because he has been all energy and dialed in. He has been phenomenal working off that middle ball screen with poise, patience, knowing exactly what he wants to do and when he wants to do it. And Jacoby Gillespie with his third 20-point half of this season.
22 points in the half for Gillespie. And again, part of that story on the alley-oop to start. Ament will get fouled as Gillespie threw it up there against a much shorter defender in Swain. And right away, they go to the free throw line. Swain picks up his second. Vokatitis is back in. He plays with 3 fouls, and obviously with him on the bench, Tennessee's mindset became very one-focused, which was get the ball inside.
Yeah. So if you're Sean Miller, you're coaching right now, thinking, I've got to get a good 5 or 6 minutes without Vokatitis picking up his 4th. And if you're Nate Ament, you got to start seeing that big rim from that free throw line.
1 of 2 for Ament. He had 4 in the first half. Jordan Pope was held without a point in the first half. He averages 13 a game. It's a difficult place to play to begin with, and Tennessee imposed their will on Texas. And there's a bad pass, and Gillespie looked like a defensive back with a pickoff. Give and let go, and a 3 that drops from Boswell.
Boswell is leading Tennessee this year, Rowdy, percentage-wise. 10 out of 18, 56% coming in. Doesn't take a lot of them, but, man, it looks good coming off that wrist.
Not the start Sean Miller wanted to the second half at all. Doesn't get much easier for Texas. They go to Alabama Saturday, and then they have Vanderbilt at home. I mean, that's a gauntlet when you start on the road at Tennessee. Vukatitis a turnover, Amen able to corral. Bishop Boswell, the last one up the court. To see him enter your picture there, limping a little bit.
You know, Tennessee not fearful at all to put 2 guys on Vukatitis tonight. He has like 4 assists on the year.
Wow, watch out. Whoop, the rim denied him, but then an easy one over the rim for Okpara.
Okpara's a tough dude. He's been battling a little bit of a hip pointer, but it's hard to keep him off the floor. He just, a lot of grit and toughness by Okpara.
Sean Miller wants a timeout. The team physically came back from the halftime, but I'm not sure mentally they're right there right now. They are getting blitzed.
Yeah, cannot make a cross-court pass against Tennessee. And a good job of a boomerang pass. Boom, I'll throw it to you, get it right back to me. Boswell, rise, release, rotation, 3 with a 3.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Search Amazon now for Force Factor Creatine Gummies.
From senior to childcare to pets and more, the new Care.com makes it easier than ever to find the care you need. And you don't have to hire just anyone. You can find a background-checked caregiver who's the right fit for you. Join now and find care at Care.com.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Rush to Walmart and get Force Factor Creatine Gummies today.
No matter where you are or what you drive, Rock Auto has all the parts your car will ever need.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Drive Time makes it easy to buy a car. We've got thousands of cars under 15 grand.
I can change my down payment? I never had this kind of power.
Boom! Lower! I'm making my own deal on all these cars!
This is a commercial. Go get your real deal at drivetime.com.
The Winter Blue sale is now on. Visit sandals.com today.
The sacred order of the group chat is now in session. Ingrid, report.
Last night was epic.
Spill the tea!
He took Blue Chew.
And your official ruling?
Fire.
OMG, dead.
It is a wild card playoff game.
I need them to shine. I'ma throw it, like it or not. I need that.
You just happen to fight another day.
Now, if I tell you not to cross the street, and I keep telling you, and I say, I swear, whatever you do not cross the street, and you do and the bus hits you, I'm going to take responsibility as your parent. But damn it, how many times do I have to tell you not to cross the street? We got some of that going on.
Yeah, message has been sent, and the message hasn't been received with the litany of mistakes consistently that Texas has made, which has led Sean Miller to that comment. Heidi, good ball fake with the pass that freed up an open 3, couldn't get it to go, and Mark lost it out of bounds.
So Ravi, think about Sean Miller as a player, was a tough son of a gun at Pitt and took great value in playing contact basketball, pressure on the ball, fighting for everything you have on the floor, and his team's just not playing like he sees the game. And he's going to do some great things at Texas, but this team so far has not embraced everything that Sean Miller stands for.
Tennessee continues to play bully ball, and that was Brown who laid it up and over the rim.
Well, they have Tennessee picked on Tremont Mark a lot with that middle ball screen action, and he's not the only one that melts on ball screen defense, but Tennessee is exposing it time and time again. Shooters on the side, two-man game in the middle.
An 8-0 run by Tennessee to start this second half to increase that lead to 56-33. Mark's three's way short. And Amen in traffic gets it. At some point you wonder too, Jimmy, what role the coach plays in all this, the general manager in the lineup construction, as Amen can't get the three to go. It's one thing to criticize your team, but you're the one that put the team together.
And it's you know, Texas has a good starting five, but defensively, Ravi, they're not at a high SEC level. I think they came in 110 in the country in defensive efficiency. And Sean Miller knows, I mean, this is a terrific man-to-man defensive coach throughout his career. Xavier Pitt, Arizona.
And it's year one.
And it's year one.
You know, that's the most important. It's year one. He and his wife built a house, took 3 years to build at Xavier, and thought we were going to live here. This is where we're retiring. And this is a plum job. I know you and I both think a Texas college basketball opportunity to go with football, to go with baseball, and obviously the women's, like, that is a plum job.
Yes, and Texas has a head coach now that more than capable of someday winning the SEC. Sean Miller is that good.
Yeah.
Just a guy or two short this year so far. Wasn't Rick Barnes Sean Miller's coach at summer camp when Sean was like 9 years old?
Yeah,
he was,
1978.
Yeah.
Sean Miller was his point guard. Calipari, I think, was a coach there too. And he helped Barnes win the camp championship as a point guard as an 8 or 9 year old.
Yeah, and I think that probably gave him some momentum, Sean Miller, to be a guest on was it the Johnny Carson show where he went on and did all the ball handling? He's a little kid.
Yeah, I think most of our generation remember Tiger Woods going on the late night show with his ability to hit a golf ball. Well, Miller did that beforehand and showed his dribbling acumen. Yeah. People at home that are watching and are awake said, wait, Johnny Carson? This is when Johnny Carson was beyond.
Yes, absolutely.
Fourth foul on Vocatitis. Vocatitis in foul trouble against Tennessee is a bad omen.
It is, or anyone in the SEC this year. They're not real physical with him, but certainly without him.
Looks like they're trying to get Ament going a little bit, and he lost the ball on the way up.
Ament shows the ball to the defense way too easily. You got to understand, man, that chest, big part of keeping the defense off of him.
Quick whistle on Boswell there. It's an interesting point, and you know this, Jimmy, having been around the sport for so long and in this conference. You know, the coaches will be the first to tell you what superstars get away with in high school. That doesn't work at the collegiate level. Passing, shooting, dribbling, that won't work.
Yeah, what you did in high school off of 3 dribbles, you now have to do off of 2. And anything you can do with one hand in high school no longer works. Everything's got to be done with 2.
They've done a great job on Swain coming off his 34-point performance.
Great defense by Estrella to get his chest right into that offensive player without fouling. Just sucked up that airspace.
Good defense that time. Knocked it away from Gillespie. Wilcher in front of his own bench pops it in. You made a good point about Amari Evans going to the halftime break, about how he's slowly, emerging as a sort of a defining player, but also helping define or redefine the culture here.
Well, he is, and it started back with Grant Williams and Admiral Schofield, and passed on down the line to Meshack and Ziegler, and Tennessee has not, Fulkerson. They haven't found that guy or group of guys yet, but you can see it starting to grow in Big Orange tonight.
Oh, you feel that?
Feel what?
The crash zone.
Crash what?
The crash zone. It builds suspense, uncovers evidence, foreshadows danger. You feel it now?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll go and try and find a ladder.
Cancer-causing microbes are on everyone's scalp. Hey, where do you think you're going? But when you use Head & Shoulders every wash, its active ingredient keeps them at bay.
It's go time.
Watch out! This is it, microbe. There's nowhere left for you to go.
Except down the drain.
Tackle dandruff every wash.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
You play by the rules. Then things happen. Prices keep climbing. Every month, a new expense. And the debt adds up. So how do you face it? It starts with a call, then a plan. At National Debt Relief, we'll negotiate with your creditors so you pay less than you owe. And just like that, you're back on track. When debt happens, we're here to help you take action. And this is where your new chapter begins. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
Preparation is everything, on the court and off.
The right team can help you get ready and stay ready. Learn more at massmutual.com/stay ready.
That's $200.
You mean 2,000 Totino's pizza rolls?
Pizza rolls are 10 for about $1, so yeah, that adds up.
I'm not paying for that. Come on, little buddy, you're free, bro. Loves those pizza rolls, huh? Ooh, Totino's pizza rolls are 10 for about $1.
Well, Rick Barnes is the winningest coach at Texas. 17 years he was there, from 98 to 2015. Led some of the greatest players in the history of Texas basketball. And he was a successful coach, not only in his ability to lead men, but to lead them deep into tournaments. And how about the names on this list, which, by the way, leave off some incredible names with Ford, Durant, DJ Augusty, Chris Mim, LaMarcus Aldridge. It's like a Fab Five. They had Fab 10s and 12s with the way he did it. He's not only the active all-time winningest coach in Texas, he's the active winningest coach at Tennessee as well.
What, 16 NCAAs for Rick Barnes in 17 years at Texas. They got a little...
3 seconds, Jimmy. He's going to have to launch an alley-oop, and he found Estrella. That's a good pass.
And a good play call by you. But Texas basketball has not been at the level they were since Rick Barnes left. Sean Miller's a guy that can get it back going, but Rick Barnes still has great love and appreciation for Austin. A lot of friends there, that Texas campus. Got family that still lives there. You know, and I played at Arkansas. Texas was our bitter rival.
Yeah.
Back in the days, they did an Abe and Eddie show, Nike did, Abe Lemons and Eddie Sutton, about the rivalry. And Abe Lemons told his team before they played us in Fayetteville one night, whoever plays the worst has to stay. has to stay in Fayetteville after the game. That's what he told his team.
Good hands here by Nate. And Ament's got an idea. Well, he got bent backwards, and he's shaken up a little bit. Look at Evans bowling his way to the basket.
Bowling for dollars is what Amari Evans does.
Third foul on Traore. Mississippi State at Kentucky. There's no numbers next to either of those schools as far as rankings go. The bigger story, of course, is the fact that Kentucky isn't there. And Mark Pope, too. I mean, it's amazing. You follow the SEC, whether it's Cal talking about the portal or NIL, it's Sean Miller talking about buses, or it's Mark Pope giving some type of post-game commentary. They become very viral because of the impact that they have, and Pope's commentary has been at least received in Kentucky as a bit confusing at times.
Yeah, I think that describes it well for the fan base right now. And I think they have Missouri at home tomorrow night and Mississippi State. It's a Kentucky program that is pretty well known, a $22 million roster this year. Like I said before, anyone right now can go buy players, but you can't buy a team, and a team has to fit. You got to go through adversity and understand who you are and have an identity and complete buy-in and trust and togetherness. And Kentucky right now has zero identity, Ravi. That's a problem when you've already gotten to conference play and you're not sure who you are as a team. Josh Hubbard against Texas on Saturday. 38 points. Took him 31 shots to get it, but good for him. He got off 31 shots for a 5'10 guard. I'm a big fan of Josh Hubbard at Mississippi State.
Number 3 on Ament. He's an easy guy to root for. It's Hubbard. But stick with the conference and the conversation around him. A lot of folks were wondering how legitimate is Georgia and how legitimate is Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's still unbeaten at 14-0. Georgia got run tonight. And their big guy was thrown out of that game for throwing a high elbow against Ruben Chinyelu. That really changed the complexion of the game. Like Tennessee, Florida is massive inside. And if you lose your power guy like they did, well, you're likely putting yourself in a bad spot, and it showed.
No doubt you are. I'm a believer in Vanderbilt, Ravi. I had them down at the Battle for Atlantis this year. They won 3 in a row. And those guards, Duke Miles, Tyler Tanner, Tyler Nickel, the inside game of McLaughlin. There's a lot of good pieces. Mark Byington is as good of a ball coach as there is in this league now. And that game tomorrow night will go a long ways, I think, in determining the SEC regular season title. No one would have thought that this summer. Alabama at Vanderbilt. That's his shot.
Is it a competitive game to allow Vanderbilt to stay in that belief for you, or do they need to win that game?
I think they need to win it.
Do you?
Well, Nate Oates made a comment today that Vanderbilt hasn't played a really, really tough schedule, and he's not wrong in saying that. But I just think Vanderbilt on both ends of the floor is the real deal. You know, Nebraska and the Big Ten's kind of in the same way right now. They're undefeated. Still people trying to figure out, are they really that good or not? And I think there's a lot of that going on tomorrow night in that Alabama-Vanderbilt game towards Vanderbilt.
Gillespie threw enough from 33 feet away. Couldn't get it to go, but they do grab that offensive rebound. The lead is just 15 now. Boswell to the paint. Only Wilcher thought he got all ball, but our official, James Breedling, said he got him on the arm. And that'll be the second on Wilcher. They get into it early in the second half for Sean Miller. It's to show the fight, and that, you know, you don't realistically think you're going to come back and win, but you want to show some fight, and they're doing that right now.
Well, Sean Miller today at shoot-around he had everything dialed in as a head coach. It was his voice and his voice only. And you can just hear, I was talking with him afterwards, the intensity and the fight and the passion and the coach's voice. You can understand how he sees the game and how he wants it played. And the vision for Texas basketball is crystal clear from his mind to his voice and his expectations. And they will eventually get there. But the fight factor is the first thing you want to establish your first year as a head coach. replace someone is so important. Texas caught Tennessee at a bad time coming off of a 3-hour film session on Sunday.
Right to the face, yeah. Weaver got his elbow up. I think they're going to call that, Jimmy, on, is it Boswell or Gillespie that's down?
I believe it's Boswell that's down, but just depends on that. They will take a look at this anytime there's contact in that head and neck area. That offensive player is responsible for his elbows as he comes through. Are those elbows underneath or were they out? That's what we'll look at.
Call on the floor was a cylinder foul, meaning watch how tight Boswell is there when he got that glancing blow from Weaver.
Yeah, the call on the floor is a cylinder foul, so they'll look at it.
Easy for me to say cylinder foul and glancing blow, isn't it?
Yeah.
The call on the floor is a cylinder foul on 3 White. That play is under further review.
Here you leave today and enter
a world of galaxies.
A world of speed.
A world of other worlds.
This summer, explore infinite worlds of magic with 2 free nights and theme park days added when you purchase a 4-night, 4-day room and ticket package at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels.
New Blue Buffalo Love Made Fresh. The superior nutrition you trust, made the way Chuck loves it. With freedom to mix fresh and dry. It's our natural ingredients, served fresh. New from Blue Buffalo. It's love made fresh.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Down and down, on down, 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 down,
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once-daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief. Visible repair of the intestinal lining.
And lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check. And keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
At DQ, we're all about and. Like our new limited-time crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal with crispy onions.
And a fry for me.
And here's your drink.
And a sundae.
Try our new crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal right now at DQ.
An incredible performance. Are you not entertained? Unbelievable. There will be a new champion.
Thursday, Friday, Jimmy, Miami and Ole Miss. Chambliss, phenomenal play. Hard to guard as a quarterback for Ole Miss.
Yeah, he sure is. I'm all in with Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin leaves and Coach Golding steps up. Those guys buy in, and I won't be shocked at all if Ole Miss wins that game. There's Chambliss. He was terrific when he's not against Georgia.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
To come back from behind like they did. And
you got to contain him. Yeah. Miami's defense is terrific.
Speaking of a hard hit, this was judged as it's called a cylinder foul initially, and then they go and look at it in the monitor and they stick with it because that offensive player, Ravi, is making a normal basketball move. His elbows weren't out of position at all, so the onus is actually on the defender. It's a tough call to go against you if you're Bishop Boswell, but it was the right call.
Yeah. Wilcher, that's really good hustle. And a game that's still in the balance with 11:24 to go. Good hustle by Wilcher. Yeah, you got to take a look at the shot clock.
You know, the pieces are there for Texas to fight their way back, not only in this game, but in this conference. I'm a big believer in their starting five. The depth right now still needs to come on for Sean, but
Mark is a good one-on-one player until it's one-on-two.
Yeah.
Weaver's going to have to dish. Heidi. Oh, wow. 1 foot off balance three.
It is definitely a game, and a good job by Mark to fight to keep the possession alive.
Henderson, no. Akpara, and it's out of bounds off of Tennessee, and I'm not sure that's the shot that Rick Barnes wanted from Troy Henderson.
Well, we're going to know by the next substitution whether it was or not. That's talking about by Mark and Weaver to come out of there with that ball and find Heidi hiding in that corner. I like the punch back right now by Texas.
Have to.
They got things going against them. They got some foul trouble going on. Tennessee has kind of lulled themselves to sleep a little bit.
Well, a building that's usually loud and it's very quiet has been all night long since they jumped out to that lead. But the crowd may have to get engaged.
I mean, they're a 3 away from this being a 10-point game.
Mark steps into one, knocks it down. It's 10.
And the pressure all of a sudden comes right back into this building. And Texas are going to go zone, and Sean Miller doing everything he can as a coach to flip this game.
Texas has hit 6 of their last 7. Tennessee, 1 of their last 9.
It has confused Tennessee. Not getting in any offense. They went zone to man.
Alley-oop. Good one that time. Gillespie learned how to throw it this summer. The first time he did, he threw it over the backboard.
He did not feel shot clock pressure in the first half as a shooter and didn't feel shot clock pressure as a passer.
And here is the crowd.
Well, Texas doing all they can to hang in this ball game. Heidi drives it, and then Weaver with a second drive gets Tennessee in just a little bit of a rotation. Amari Evans a little late on the recovery. What a pass by Gillespie with that shot clock winding down. Akpara just sitting in that dunker spot. Always a threat in that Rick Barnes half-court offense.
There's an art to that, Jimmy.
There
throwing
is.
that lob pass, learning how to do it.
You know what? Good shooters are normally good lob passers. You got to have a touch.
Wilcher hard to the hole, no good, and it was then deflected by Akpara to a Gillespie move. He got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That was another one of those Roadrunner. I see a lane, I'm going for it.
I like your Roadrunner description. He has shown that a couple of times in this game. Gillespie, just that extra downshift gear and separation.
Tennessee's in the bonus now. Texas 7 fouls, and that was the 3rd on Heidi.
But Tennessee came in struggling mightily from the free throw line in the last 6 games. Tonight they're a little bit better, 68%, 15 for 22. We talked about in the first half, Rick Barnes showed a couple of them that how big that rim actually is, and just think about it as a shooter. And to my point earlier today, 2 basketballs actually fit through the rim at the same time. And it's amazing sometimes, Ravi, when you can take a guy that's struggling and just kind of give him a mental picture of how big that rim is. And Tennessee shooting better tonight. What, 17 for 24, something like that?
That was good height, though. I mean, you were right up there at the rim. It's not easier.
No, it's not easy to hang that long in the air.
But to put 2 in at once is easier than shooting a free throw.
Yeah.
He did a good job with that. Miller's going to call timeout to talk about his team has fought back. And it's a 65-51 game with still 9 minutes and 31 seconds to go here. You mentioned Rick Barnes, too. Not only when you told him I just showed this video of 2 basketballs going through, what did he say he did to show his team?
He put Jalen Carey through a hoop. Is that what he said?
Yeah. Jalen Carey's 287 pounds.
If Jalen Carey can fit through a hoop, why can we not make a basketball go through a hoop at a higher level from the free throw line? But well, the things you do as a coach when things are struggling and going sideways, you get a little creative. Yeah. Hey, Ravi, great news. Our buddy Jaden Bailey.
I remember well, yes.
Back at the Kentucky-Gonzaga game. High school basketball player in just outside of Nashville, has lost his left arm to cancer. He's 16 years old, legitimately plays for his high school team with one arm. I was texting with him last night how he's doing. He's had to step away from basketball, I think the last couple of weeks, because the cancer has spread to his stomach. Well, he had an operation today, and he texted me just about 20 minutes ago and said the operation went really well. I'm home resting now. So, Jaden, I hope you're watching, buddy. I know there's a lot of people still in the basketball world that keep you in their prayers every night for recovery. And I said it a month ago about you, and I'll say it again. There's not a more courageous guy in all of basketball right now than our buddy Jaden Bailey.
Yeah, with an amazing spirit.
Yeah.
He had the surgery today, and he is home tonight. And as he said, Coach, this is just a minor setback.
They took over 8 liters of fluid, equivalent to 18 pounds, during the surgery when they drained it. And he's sleeping well right now, in quite a bit of pain, but overall the procedure went well, and we will continue to check in with our buddy Jaden Bailey.
Texas took their last time out. And of course, his relationship with Kentucky was on display when we saw him with Coach Pope. He and Otega Owe have a real nice relationship.
Yeah, they do.
Missouri at Kentucky, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and then Alabama at Vanderbilt. What a game. All of a sudden, Alabama and Vanderbilt is. It'll be played on the Commodores' home court at 9 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN2. It's a must-watch game to sort of validate Vanderbilt's early season unbeaten success. Alabama has one of the better players in the conference in LeBaron Philon. They have outstanding shooting, as they always do, but Aiden Holloway has got one of the silkiest shots in college basketball.
Yeah, no doubt. He has really blossomed under Nate Oates. You look at the point guards in this league. We saw a great one in Darius Acuff Saturday at Arkansas, who, yeah, I'm telling you, he's going to be right there for the player of the year in this league. Tyler Tanner at Vanderbilt, high-level point guard. LeBaron Philon tomorrow night. One of those games that feels like the first one to 80 is probably going to have a good chance to win. They can both just score with ease. Like, they breathe and the ball goes in.
Gillespie has many nights like these. He'll move into that conversation. They come out of break, had a plan. They had Mark one-on-one, and he was 1-on-3, and he lost it.
He had nowhere to go. It's a soft drive, and soft gets punished in this league every night.
Ament got his man up in the air, and he will have a chance for 3. It feels like, Jimmy, you can see the emphasis on trying to get this kid going.
Well, one of his strengths right now still is a 12 to 15-foot pull-up jump shot, because it's really unblockable. And once he gets to that spot, he's a real problem. A little bit of a shot fake, and he does get his shoulder squared up through contact, which is a step in the right direction for him. You cannot do anything off balance or shoulders not squared, and Nate Ament's starting to grow in that area. Such a great kid. Talked about it Saturday. His family's all about the right things.
Yeah.
They're all behind Rick Barnes. There's no fight back at him right now.
Dad was a terrific basketball player in college. Mom is from Rwanda. They've been there a few times visiting his family. He was incredibly overwhelmed and impressed by his mother's work ethic growing up, which he continues to show today in honor of her.
Yeah, he has a real, as the family does overall, a real heart for that home country, and involved with a lot of give back, time and resources, and different things. Rick Barnes loves coaching Nate Ament.
He goes to the bench 9 minutes to go. He's got 4 fouls. But I think realistically, if Tennessee's going to be a conference champion or battle for an NCAA championship, Nate Ament is going to be a different player by then, and they need him to be.
Yeah. Ravi, the last out of bounds timeout. What's Sean Miller's reaction here? I mean, Tremont Mark has nowhere to go. It's not a forceful drive, and that throw of the towel kind of sums up how he went about the shoot around today. He knows how the game's supposed to be played in the SEC as a player coming out of the Big East, coaching in the Big East, and he just doesn't have everybody quite on board yet. Another miss. I'll get free Chick-fil-A tonight. Nope. Kendall Weaver's too tough to say, I'm going to let you have free chicken.
No nuggets?
No nuggets. Not tonight. Not yet.
Boy, it does show, though, the crowd, which has been quiet, can easily wake up quickly. Whoa, look out.
Free nuggets on the line.
Yeah, man down was the defense. Weaver, Evans, wow,
Whoa,
watch out. And they get a foul on Evans as Kendall Weaver is down on the ground and being assisted by his team, but he's in some pain.
Well, that's obviously great news. There's not a tougher dude in this league than Kendall Weaver. Amari Evans is responsible for the contact with a player in the air in a vulnerable position is what they're going to be looking at.
It looked like he clipped his legs. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, right there, he clipped those legs.
Call on the floor is a good basket and a common foul right now on one from Tennessee. This play is under further review.
Ravi, it's a common foul on the floor, but they're going to look at it to possibly escalate. There's been an emphasis the last couple of years to protect vulnerable guys in the air, and that's exactly what Kendall Weaver was. Once he leaves the ground, I think that's probably going to get upgraded to an F1. You've got to protect those guys that are in a vulnerable spot. Nothing intentional at all. Actually, Amari's trying to avoid the contact, but he's still responsible for what his body does to that airborne shooter.
Yeah, and you can see his legs make contact with Weaver's while he's obviously up in the air, which sent him off balance and tumbling to the ground.
And oftentimes what factors in here is how the officials view it as just the potential for a big-time injury. And that's certainly the position that Weaver was put in because of the contact. I think this gets upgraded by Owen Short
I think
to
it
an
has
F1.
to. I think it has to be.
The common foul on one from Tennessee has been upgraded to a flagrant one foul. The basket counts. The penalty for a flagrant one foul is still 2 shots, even though the basket counts for 2 from Texas. They will get the ball on the baseline for a throw-in with 20 on the shot clock. Unnecessary under the airborne shooter.
That's the right call. It's not popular. And I love KB Burdett raising his voice as the crowd continued to boo. He had to overcome it, but that is the right call. And you're responsible for those airborne shooters these days as a defender because of the risk of injury. Not a popular call in Knoxville, but that absolutely is the right call by this crew.
And I think it's important where the crowd, I believe, has the reaction they have. The word flagrant generally would imply sort of a violent, vicious act.
Right.
There was none of that. As you said, he may have been trying to get out of his way.
Yeah, but
under the basketball rules, he makes contact with a guy that's in the air. It's a flagrant foul.
Yeah, absolutely. You put him in harm's way, and just the risk of injury, it's written in the rule book like that, is what you're judging right now. And I tell you, that's a big play in this game right now with plenty of time left.
2 free throws, both made by Weaver, and the basket made by Weaver, and the ball now, and Gillespie got it. He will lay it up and in and go down. They were looking for, of course, the crowd is a foul on that play. It wasn't called. But a wake-up call. The Chick-fil-A woke them up. Then they were re-woken up by the flagrant.
They were.
And then Gillespie with a steal and a layup. Wilcher doubled on the baseline. Abram deflected it out of bounds with 6 on the shot clock.
Tennessee has not been afraid to put 2 on the ball in this game.
The whole game.
Yeah, Texas is not a high assist team. They're a one-on-one, go make a play for the most part offense with good spacing, staying spread. So you can come off if you're Tennessee. Short clock, do they know it?
Wilcher does, and he fires. No good, and they're going to call that on the floor on Okpara, and that'll That'll be his 4th. There has been fight from the Longhorns.
No doubt. Boy, Jacoby Gillespie's been great offensively. He's made some big-time defensive plays. Sean Miller's just shaking his head. We'll get back in the game and look at our foot and shoot it.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
I can't share the picture.
You should join Visible. It's only $25 a month. Look.
Unlimited data and hotspot, all on Verizon's 5G network for just $25 a month. Tell your people. For a limited time, get Visible for $19 a month for 26 months. Visible. Live in the know.
The $4.99 double cheeseburger meal at Burger King. It's the double cheeseburger you fell in love with, or the one you're about to. A quarter pound of beef patties, flame grilled with 2 slices of melty cheese, plus fries and a drink for just $4.99. You rule.
It's next man up for Denver. While the Celtics continue to surprise, the King makes his move. But brilliancy is on display in San Antonio. Nuggets, Celtics, Lakers, Spurs on ESPN.
The CFP semifinals are here.
One more win to the national championship.
Miami, Ole Miss.
Are you not entertained?
Oregon, Indiana. In a playoff this wild, anything is possible. Thursday and Friday on ESPN.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Search Amazon now for Force Factor Creatine Gummies.
This is the story of the one who doesn't just see a broken dock, he sees work stalled to a halt. Thankfully, he has Grainger, offering the scale to deliver fast. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh my cheese. The new OM Cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM Cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
Texas is showing some fight back, but their issue right now is Tennessee, what they're doing around that rim. 40 points in the paint, Ravi. And Tennessee's also got 25 points off a turnover. They just jackhammer you, man. Just pound away, multiple guys diving out of ball screens, physical, coming downhill with force. And that's Rick Barnes' offense, and they are the #1 offensive rebounding team in the country, Tennessee is, because they constantly have 2 guys around that rim when shots are taken. And they just deliver body blow after body blow and wear folks down. 40-18 is a huge advantage in the paint. Late night. Your flight leaves in a couple hours, doesn't it?
About 10 minutes. This is going to be a interesting 7:40 because they've been around 10, 12.
Yeah.
The largest lead was 23. Gillespie, though, with a potential dagger and another 3 to continue a glorious night for him with 29.
If you're going to go zone, Texas coming out of that timeout, the last thing you say is, we've got to tag Gillespie no matter where he is.
Out of bounds off Tennessee. Okay, because of Tennessee's size, Jimmy, there are certain matchups within the conference that are going to be fascinating. Saturday is one of them. Florida's front court is massive, as is Tennessee. What a showdown that's going to be.
It feels like Tennessee has the advantage at the guard spot.
Yep.
I mean, Florida, as good as they were tonight, you look at their guard play, it just was not up to top-level SEC stuff like they were a year ago. Todd Golden has got to. I know he knows it. Todd Golden's a heck of a coach.
They had 3 studs last year in the backcourt.
Yeah, but he's got to find some three-point shooting, consistent play from those guards.
Lee was 2 of 9. He's one of those guards. They had 58 points in the paint tonight, did Florida.
Was it Condon and Houck doing most of the damage?
Each had 21.
Yeah.
Now imagine these guys from Tennessee battling those guys, Houck and Condon.
Yeah. I mean, Tennessee is still built to win this league. I know they lost Saturday at Arkansas. But
and Lockton.
Yeah.
Gave Mark an inch, and he took advantage of it. Buried a 3.
You dared a 15% three-point shooter to shoot it, and he finally makes you pay.
It's right around 10-12. They can't get it down below that. They're still in this 1-3-1 zone. And Gillespie burned him the last time. Still 10 on the shot clock. They were begging them to keep their hands up, and it's all going right for Gillespie.
Ravi, the ability of a guard to punch the paint and then stop and separate, that's high-level stuff. Not a lot of college guards can do what Gillespie just did.
He's got 31 tonight.
Man.
With 6+ to go. Traore. They're going to get the foul on this time on Evans.
So think about the night Gillespie's having. Josh Hubbard, 38 points on Saturday, is the most by an SEC player this year. Gillespie's got a chance with 31. That's what I'm talking about. Grab a piece of the paint, put the brakes on, and pivot that pressure off of you. Man, the efficiency of those numbers right there. Crazy. 11 out of 15. Wow.
I said Evans, it's Amari Abram, 77, who picked up the foul. That's his second. Traore's free throw is good.
Yeah, I said earlier, Tramon Mark, a 15% three-point shooter. He's only made 15 threes coming in tonight. I misspoke, but that's not the strength of his game. But you dare a guy to shoot, and Mark just rose up and clipped one in.
They're doing all of this without Vocatitis. Yeah. There he is with his fouls. High arcing free throw from Traore. As high as a Gillespie 3.
Yeah, Sean going to stay zone. He's going to go back to his man. He's going to trust his man right now. He has been clamoring for his guys to have ball pressure.
Carey missed the first, missed the second, kept alive by Estrella, and he got hit there by Weaver with an elbow up high. That's the type of play that the staff has been begging Estrella to show more of.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that was a determination rebound by J.P. Estrella, who's got all kinds of talent.
Back in Maine, that's where Estrella is from, Maine. You know who else is from Maine, of course, Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
And those two used to compete against each other. These highlights of a famous high school game in which Flagg outshined Estrella in a game in which Estrella was phenomenal.
Well, this kid has a 9-3 stand and reach, Estrella. He's got a good stroke about him. You look at his numbers, doesn't shoot a lot of threes on the year, but 50%, 3 out of 6. There's a lot of talent just oozes out of that jersey.
He missed the last 30-plus games last year with that
injury,
foot injury. Back to 14 with pressure from Tennessee.
John Miller going 4 spread. He's done a lot of this tonight, just keeping that 4 open. Really good spacing. He talks about get on your X. 4 X's you put on the floor to put those guards to play around off of.
Wilcher a step back, shot comes up short, and Estrella with a rebound. Gillespie's heads up, he finds Evans, and Barnes looks at him like that was a little selfish. Didn't need that right there.
Yeah, time, score, momentum, all those things you got to have in your head as a point guard. I like the aggressiveness for the advanced pass, but not there. It wasn't there. And you're nursing a 14-point lead with 5:30 to go. Suddenly Rick Barnes' voice is okay.
Yeah, it looks like it. He talked too about how Gillespie's never had to lead what he said a major program. And that's another part of the trend.
Three-point shooter in the corner. They go to a two-man game, and a really good find and feed by Evans to Carey. And they make you work through
the defense this time by Abram.
Pass it.
Estrella, back-to-back dunks.
I wasn't sure he signed.
The lead has just gone from a potential single-digit deficit to 15. Rick Barnes, in spite of the lead and the two good offensive possessions, frustrated by the foul that Abram just committed.
Well, Tennessee, though, they have forced a lot of turnovers tonight with their defense. They've been really good with the hot hands. There's that empty side two-man game that Evans and Carey execute. Those bigs for Tennessee are so well drilled with their footwork and their eyes finding the ball. And J.P. Estrella just in the middle third with force.
Estrella's got 11 points to go with 5 rebounds. And a few folks here with 4+ to go, starting to head for the exits. This game was very much in doubt just 30 seconds ago, Jimmy.
Yeah. Well, Sean Miller's going to be, regardless of the outcome, and it's still not over. He can be a lot of good things in this second half. They had foul trouble going against them, and well, they fought and kept the ball moving. They've defended better. They've held their own on the boards for the most part.
Anthony McDermott, 33 into the game for Texas. Wilcher out of the game. Carey, oh boy, truckload. He just knocked Weaver to the ground. They call that on Weaver. It's the insult to injury. After they blow the whistle, you think, is that a charge? Did I draw a charge?
Yes, he did. To me, it just wasn't called that way. They called a block. But, Ravi, I tell us straight in the first half, that middle ball screen by Tennessee has been on point tonight because the screener's coming up for Tennessee, being very physical, but they're setting it at the perfect angle. The backside of the screener is telling the offensive player which direction you need to come and what angle you need to come downhill, and Tennessee's been very good at it tonight. Great ball pressure.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Mark looks for the high screen. Doesn't come, so he kicks to Weaver, who penetrates and goes way up. And dropped it off the left side of the rim. Boy, he exploded.
We talked about the SEC this year. Just 5 teams down, the top 25, but it's still.
It's going up. You knew it was going in. You knew it was going in.
One of those nights for Jacoby Gillespie, now with 34. So keep watching because 38's the most for an SEC player so far this year, and he's got a chance.
He's got a career high. Weaver's 3. That's short. He followed it up. Out of bounds off Estrella. We'll take a timeout. Tonight it is Jacoby Gillespie's world, and we are all living in it. The kid that grew up wanting to play for the Vols got a chance to transfer and lead this group in his senior season. And what a night he is having. A career-high 34, a friendly rim, and a beautiful backboard. It's all Vols thanks to Gillespie and his incredible night. 34 points on 12 made field goals, 5 of them threes.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq, a once daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 4 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Thanks for calling Discover.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cashback. What's cashback?
Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even on a baseball bat?
You betcha.
How about a flamethrower?
All aboard, Mother says, and down the hill they fly. They race across the frozen pond. She shoots, she scores, they cry. There's no day like a snow day, a fact you can't deny. Goldfish, the snack that smiles back.
Hey, John Hamm, you still coming to my dog's birthday party?
I have to sell my car.
Well, just sell it to Carvana.
Carvana?
Isn't that your car?
Okay, fine, I sold it to Carvana. Thank you.
So you'll come?
What, are we gonna walk? Sell your car to Carvana today.
Whatnot is an app where you can buy and sell all sorts of collectibles.
You need to get on there because you never know what you're gonna find.
When you're on Whatnot, it's too much fun. Oh my god!
So I got this friend who said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
But things change. It turns out that now T-Mobile has the best network by like a lot. Hey dude, you won't believe where I am.
The sacred order of the group chat is now in session. Ingrid, report.
Last night was epic.
OMG.
He took Blue Chew.
OMG, dead.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Progressive Insurance. Bundle home and auto and save. Visit progressive.com. A little nighttime running outside. Temperature fairly warm here in Knoxville. And it has been a lot of running for Jacoby Gillespie. Career highs in points, field goals made. 34 points, the 12 field goals, 5 of 7 from three-point land. And Jimmy, he is perfect from the free throw line, 5 of 5. A good night for Gillespie that has allowed Tennessee to move into a position to even their conference record.
Can I tell you something that keeps me up at night?
Yeah.
An official box score, the plus minus. Tonight, Jacoby Gillespie has 34 points, 5 assists, 2 turnovers. He's plus 17.
Right.
Nate Ament, he's 2 out of 3, 8 points. He's plus 22. How can Nate Ament be plus 5 more than Jacoby Gillespie in this game? That's not a shot at Nate Ament. That's a shot at the plus-minus system. It's flawed in hockey. I think it's flawed in most sports. And tonight is a great example of it.
Let's dive into the hockey conversation. How is it flawed in hockey? What's your opinion on that?
Because our producer in my ear said it's flawed in hockey. That's how I know. But are you kidding me? Gillespie has 34 points. He's plus 17. Other guys have 8, and he's plus 22.
Akara, bodies up in the air, and it's out of bounds, and it will go the other way.
That's why I never look at the plus-minus on a box
I'm taking
score.
that. I don't want you to bring that home tonight because you'll be up all night.
But I'm bothered by it.
That's what I mean. Don't look at it.
The SEC race is still wide open, Ravi. You and I talked about it Saturday. That game tomorrow night, Vanderbilt and Alabama is going to go, I think, a long ways towards determining who's going to be in those top 3 or 4. That's a big game early in the season, but Tennessee is still built to win it. Arkansas is built to win it. Watch, Florida can get back in it the way they play. Alabama certainly, Vanderbilt. The league, Arkansas, the league doesn't have those top 10 or 12 teams that other leagues have right now. The Big 12 has 4 inside the top 10, which is ridiculous, like the SEC last year. This can be very well balanced. It's a dogfight. Seems like every night in this league. You agree?
No, well, certainly there are games that are intriguing because the level of competition is close. No. The two games that are awesome are the one you mentioned tomorrow night, and then the Saturday game. I think the Florida-Tennessee game is a war.
Yeah, in Gainesville on Saturday. I think it's at noon. You and I will be in Tuscaloosa for Texas and Alabama.
Amen. Go ahead.
Gillespie deserves to get off one more.
And maybe get fouled to match Hubbard's 38.
Yeah, that would be it.
He wants to, and he comes up just short. The last 22 seconds will wind down here at the Food City Center. And it was a get-right game for Tennessee. They played better defense. They got the ball inside, and of course, their point guard shined.
You and I know Rick Barnes well enough to know that if they have a 3-hour film session after a loss on Sunday, they're going to be on edge to start the next game. And that's exactly what Tennessee was. Just really good, complete game. And Texas did some good things in the second half, but Tennessee's showing you tonight they're starting to figure out that Tennessee DNA, ID, the toughest playing, hardest playing defensive team in the league that they've been over the years. And a good get-right game.
5 wins in a row for Rick Barnes over his former team, Texas. He adds to his already most ever wins by a Tennessee coach. The final score, 85-71. On a most memorable night for Jacoby Gillespie. Career high, 34 points, leads the way. And one of those issues, the free throw shooting, 21 of 29, 72%. For Jimmy Dykes, I'm Carl Ravitch, our entire crew. We send it back to the studio. Zubin, Seth, Norm Roberts, College Basketball Live.